On their trip to the moon, the astronauts of Apollo 17 captured this rare image of the full Earth, centered on Africa, birthplace of humanity. This is an ancient land. The Nile River still flows northward into the Mediterranean, just as it did when the Great Pyramids rose on the plain of Giza. Eastward, the Red Sea splits and encircles the Sinai Peninsula, dividing two continents and separating Egypt from the sacred sites of Judaism, Christianity, and Islam. Trade routes once ran northward from incense kingdoms at the southwestern tip of the Arabian Peninsula. Caravans bringing frankincense and myrrh traveled up the eastern coast of the Red Sea, past the Gulf of Aqaba, and northward toward the Dead Sea, journeys foreshadowing the gifts of the wise men. The Jordan River flows southward into the Dead Sea, where its precious water evaporates, leaving a salty brine. King David, King Herod, Jesus, and John the Baptist walked the paths of the Dead Sea.
Below cliffs on the Dead Sea's northwestern shore lie the ruins of Qumran, a refuge where scribes copied the Dead Sea Scrolls and prepared themselves for the arrival of a Messiah. These messianic prophecies were well known throughout Judea and in the regions beyond. Mountains west of Qumran are home to the most cherished of all cities, Jerusalem, a city already ancient when the wise men arrived 2,000 years ago in search of the Christ child. To reach Jerusalem, the wise men may have journeyed for months, skirting the desert whenever possible. They may have come from Persia, Babylonia, Mesopotamia, Arabia, or even Ethiopia in East Africa. They could have been court advisors, predicting events based on their study of the stars and traveling great distances to attend a royal birth or the crowning of a king.
Now when Jesus was born in Bethlehem of Judea, in the days of Herod the king, behold, there came wise men from the east to Jerusalem, saying, Where is he that is born King of the Jews? For we have seen his star in the east, and are come to worship him. Then Herod, when he had privily called the wise men, inquired of them what time the star appeared. And he sent them to Bethlehem, and said, Go and search diligently for the young child, and when ye have found him, bring me word again, that I may come and worship him also. When they had heard the king, they departed. And lo, the star which they saw in the east went before them, till it came and stood over where the young child was. When they saw the star, they rejoiced with exceeding great joy.
For 2,000 years, artists have depicted the wise men and the star on paintings, stained glass windows, and holiday cards. Their art illustrates some of what we know and a lot of what we don't know concerning these mysterious men and the star that they followed. Although there were three gifts, gold, frankincense, and myrrh, we do not know that there were three wise men. Although we often show the wise men wearing crowns, we do not know that they were really kings. Often we show a brilliant star streaming light into a manger. Yet it is possible that the wise men reached Bethlehem months after the birth of Jesus, and that the object they followed was not a brilliant star. Perhaps the wise men were astrologers, using the motions of heavenly bodies to predict events on earth.